Okay, hello everyone. It's good to have you on board. It's another time with Tutor IO, the enthusiastic tutor, and this tutorial. It happens to be another class on the course HED103, which is all about health. We started a conversation on health earlier um, last week, and then we talked at length. So today we're going to be taking our bearing from where we stopped in our last class, and it's going to be about health literacy. For those of us who are new to the stream, let's ensure to subscribe to the channel. Let's also ensure to turn on the notification bell. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please check and be sure you have subscribed. Okay, that was supposed to be. Okay, now subscribe to the channel but have not. All right, subscribe to the channel but have not. Turn on the notification bell. Please ensure to turn on the notification bell so you don't get to miss out on any of our recent uploads. And most importantly, exams are fast approaching. The all and sundry of the classes, both YouTube and Telegram, is to set you all up for that big day, which is your exam day. Please, your exams are fast approaching. If you have missed any class, do well to reach out to Tutor IO on www.tutor.net and request for these classes so we can forward you the repository. And also the exam keynote of this course and several other courses are also available. If you haven't gotten the keynote yet, they are highly essential. You need them. They are more like area of concentration for exams. They are proven to be an hack and has been successful for the past 4 years back to back. And we keep updating this keynote so that you can make the best out of them by studying and using them to pass your exams with flying colors. All right, you need to ensure you get this keynote as it comes with the complementary practice questions and answers. All these resources we put together just to ensure you are all set and fixed up for your exam. How do you get to become a member? How do you get the keynote the same route? Just go to our official website, tutorio.net, or you can just search tutorio now, or you can just search how to join now online classes, or you can just search keynotes in now. All this will lead you directly to our website, and you will find on every page of our website there's a WhatsApp button in the top right hand corner, which you will find. Tap it, push it, click on it, it takes you directly to my DM, and from there you can make your request known to me, and I will attend to you personally. With this being said, let's jump straight into today's class. All right. So we have health literacy. Now, in our retrospective class, we talked about what health is all about, and health is one ability that everyone should exhibit. All right. This ability as well be understood. This ability, one can be educated on how to execute it properly. Okay, so now in today's class, we're going to be taking our bearing from health literacy. What does it mean by health? What does it mean by health literacy? Now, when we talk about health literacy, we are simply talking about educating people on how to be knowledgeable, all right, on how to be skillful and have access to the right information on how to make healthy choices, all right, when necessary. So we have educating, all right, knowledgeable, skillful, all right, and access to the right information. Access to the right information. Are we together? On how to make what? healthy choices. Access to the right information on how to make healthy. On making healthy choices. That's why I refer to health as an ability. All right, it doesn't just come. It's something you become knowledgeable about, something you execute, something you exercise. All right, choices when necessary. So we have that. One thing you need to understand is that when it comes to health, it cites a vital role, all right? When it comes to health literacy plays a vital role, all right, in health promotion, all right? And when we talk about this literacy, schools, all right, have a major role, all right? This is basically the responsibility of everybody. But you see, citadel of learning, all right, like schools, they have a major role, all right? They play a major role when it comes to health literacy. Now, this citadel of learning, as mentioned earlier, all right, they offer services that are centered on making accessible, high quality, and patient centered health care. Like I said, they have a very important role in playing when it comes to educating people about health. So now, this leads us to what it means by healthy living. Now, when we talk about healthy living, I'm just going to represent that with HL. Healthy living means maintaining, all right, a healthy lifestyle. Maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Are we together? Maintaining a healthy lifestyle, as well as introducing habits that improves one health. All right, accompanying with habits that does what? Improve. Habits that improve one's health. Now, the question is, does habits that improves one health comes by ignorance? Capital letter no. Maintaining your health, all right, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, is it automatic? It's a capital letter no. For you to maintain a healthy lifestyle, for you to imbibe, for you to bury yourself, for you to operate, for you to allow, for you to exhibit, for you to develop habits that improve your health, you need what? You need to be educated health-wise. You need to be educated health-wise. Now you see why we said school, even the media, more than school. School, yes. You go to school, everything you're being told majorly, you believe it in school. So you might not take media, what you hear from media, art. But when you go to school and you are educated about health, you tend to believe it more. So that's why emphasis is laid on physical level of learning and schools. All right, because whatever it is you are told there, you tend to believe and work on it. All right, and the media also has a very important role to play when it comes to educating people. All right, making people educated, knowledgeable, and skillful, and also have the right to the access to the right information about making healthy. It is the healthy choices, the healthy decision. All right, it can only take one who is intentional about his health to reduce the level of sugar consumption. Don't forget that a lot of sicknesses that humans suffer is through, all right, I'm not saying all, but majority of these illnesses is through the too much consumption of sugar. So it can only take someone who is, all right, well educated. And again, you can be educated, you can have what we call head knowledge, and you're not exhibiting, you're not implementing, all right, or you are not actually doing what you know. Oh, this is the truth. I'm not supposed to eat too much of sugar. You are aware. You've been to programs, you've been educated, you have access. All right, but it doesn't stop at that. It boils down to your choices. All right, it boils down to your choices. All right, and for you to have a healthy living, you will not need to make the choices once in a while. Look at what it says here. Maintenance is continuous. It has to be a continuous thing. All right. For you to make these choices, it has to be continuous. That is only when you can guarantee a healthy lifestyle. All right. And from the help of a healthy lifestyle, it is the accumulation or the cumulative, all right, behavior, which we now refer to as habits. All right. These habits: don't eat sugar too much, exercise, avoid certain kind of food, avoid alcohol, avoid this, and all these that cumulative becomes what we refer to as habits that will help improve. All right. Because you're on this maintenance through your choices. Are we together? Okay. Now let's take a step further. Now it says here, please, as you join the stream, do well to use the comment section to say hello, hi. Let's know where you're streaming from. Now, let's quickly talk about some of the functions of health education. All right. Now we know why you need to be educated when it comes to health wise. You don't assume you are health educated. Don't assume it. Don't as it's a very risky, it's a costly assumption to assume that yes, health wise, I am knowledgeable. Yes, to some extent, you may be knowledgeable, but you should not downplay the fact that you still need to what? Be educated, all right, health-wise. You need to be knowledgeable the more, you need to be skillful the more, so that you can ensure you are making the right choices as far as your health is concerned. Now, some of the functions we have here, some of the functions of health education, all right, we have, let's take something down on that. health education functions. We have teach health education in school. All right, teach health education in teach health education in schools. Very important. Access individual and community needs. Yeah, people need to ask questions. You need to be accessible. All right, you need to be accessible. People need to be able to approach you, all right, as the educator, so that you can ask questions, you can guide them. All right, access individual and community needs. So we have that as that. Now there's something called certified education specialist. All right, specialist. Certified education specialist. Certified education specialist. Now, the certified health education master, or we call them CHEES, right? No, that should be chess. We call them chess. That's CHE, certified health education specialist. Just a moment. Certified health education specialist. Now, this is someone who works to assist patients, all right, who works to assist patients in processing their everyday health quality, all right, everyday health and quality of life through what we refer to as healthcare related instructive programs. So I said you need to be knowledgeable, all right? So CHES is a specialist who assists assists patients, all right, in progressing their everyday. So health is an everyday thing, all right, on everyday health and quality of life. Health and quality of life. So your health matter is an everyday thing. It's not a 1 week thing. It's not a 2 weeks thing. It's not the on and off thing. It's an everyday thing. All right. Health assist patients. All right. Everyday health and quality of life through what we refer to as healthcare related instructive programs. Now, the information analysis works with health providers, broadly focused educational campaign. All right, so they need to spread out their tentacles. All right, so others can also benefit from their service as well. So we have that as that. This week we should be concluding this course as a whole. All right. By next week we should be starting another course entirely. Now, we want to talk about physical activity. All right, physical activity is also very important. All right, we can refer to it as one of the habits that improves one's health. Physical activity. Physical activity. Now, physical activity, which is in short PA, is said to be said to be any type of body movements. Any type of body movements that works, all right, muscle increasing and resting energy. What are we saying here in essence? When we talk about physical activity, these are activities that are anti-sedentary. Some persons, every day of their life, from house to their car to work, they don't usually engage in physical activities. In their vehicle, their driver is the one driving. When they get to the office, all they need to just do is to pick up the line and request. They don't get into physical. And by being sedentary, what I mean by that is by when you sit down for a long period of time in one spot without standing up to move your legs or without engaging in something physical that allows you to move the muscles, your joints, exercise all your body, even though you don't sweat, at least you are not just more like sitting down for out of 24 hours, you are stayed for 20 hours. At least you break it, you give yourself some break in between the working hours, you get up, exercise your legs a bit, your arms, your waist, all right? Very important. It's one of the habits that improves. So it says here that it is any type of body movement. Any type of body movement that works muscles, increasing resting energy. Let's just see that works more, that improve the health. So basically, it's muscle intentional or is muscle focused. So we have that. So a chess also does what we call a chess also render what we refer to as an advisory service. All right. So it is his responsibility to educate, all right, people on how to maintain a good or develop and maintain good hygiene and practice to stay healthy. So to stay healthy, you need to develop and maintain good hygiene and practice it to stay healthy. Some of the effects of poor hygiene is head lice, body lice, body odor. Those are some of the effects of bad hygiene. All right. So we have that as that. Let's take a step further. So very quickly, let's talk about health concepts. All right. Like I said earlier, this course is all about health. All right. Considering health from different perspectives. The concept of health and health instruction. Now, when we talk about health, health is the premise of all health care. Just like we say in Nigeria now, you find the 36 states in Nigeria. So what makes those states is Nigeria. So talk about health premise. You're talking about everything that has to do with health care is within this concept. Let's take something down on that. The comprehension of health Are we together? Is the premise of all is the premise of all healthcare. Okay, so the need for you to understand how health works, have a grounded understanding about this concept, all right, is determined, all right. The comprehension of health is the premise. When you understand what it means by health, you see what we have here about healthcare, you will find that difficult because the all and sundry of health or the all and sundry of healthcare is embedded in health itself. Now, health has advanced over hundreds of years from the concept of individual concern to global and social good. Like I said, health is everybody's concern, all right? And trust me, it is not just limited to individual decisions, it has become global. We see we see other countries, all right? Internationally, you see countries sending aid to another country just because if any health, you can imagine this pandemic that happened where we have people dying of certain viruses. It's no longer a case of where it happened. All right, maybe it was in China or in Japan. There, it's no longer a case of where it happened. You can imagine how people were being quarantined in every part of the world. People were being quarantined. So it's no longer a thing of where the virus broke out. So health issue is not just a thing of an individual or one country. It has gone global. So it's a discussion that has global attention. Okay, the various changing concepts of health ranges from biomedical concepts, ecological concepts, psych, that's a physiological concepts, holistic concepts, and the likes. Are we together? Finally, health is considered as an absence of disease or diseases. And if a person is free from disease, then that individual is considered healthy. That is a very primitive way of thinking, a very limited way of thinking about health. Health is beyond you not having a disease. Health is beyond the absence of a disease. The concept known as biomedical concept, and this is based on germ theory of disease. So now, that concept of you saying, I don't have any disease, I'm free from any sort of disease, so I'm healthy. That concept is referred to the bio, all right, biomedical concepts. But trust me, you might be free from any sort of disease, but that doesn't mean you are healthy. Are we together? You might be free from any sort of diseases, but that does not translate that you are healthy. All right, so that concept is basically what we refer to as the biomedical concept that says health is absence of diseases. For the ecologist, they consider health as a dynamic equilibrium between man and its environment. So everything that has to do with health, man, and his environment. We are talking about the ecological concept of health. How we can imagine the pandemic then. It has a lot, it affected, it has a lot of influence. Our environment has a lot of influence on the outbreak of that disease. People were actually restricted from going out. All right. This is a department that the ecologists are very interested in. Speaking of man, his health and his environment. For the holistic concept recognizes the power of social, economic, political, and environmental influence on health. That is for the holistic. So we have that as that. Now this leads us to saying that when we talk of hygiene, hygiene is not just being clean, right? Is not just being clean. Hygiene is not just, all right, being clean. It goes beyond that. All right. Hygiene is not just being clean, and it could be defined as the many practices that help people to appear neat and maintain good health. All right. When we talk about the practices, the things you go through for you to appear neat, all right, and exhibit and maintain good health, then we refer to that as hygiene. So we have that as well. So I'm going to call it a wrap here for today. And some of the, all right, some of the methods that promotes hygiene and health are when you encourage washing, all right, when you encourage washing, all right, let washing become part of your daily routine. Taking your bath, washing your hands when you use them to take something, don't put them in your mouth directly. Hand may be washed at tap stands. All right, bathing regularly and laundry are essential for cleanliness and good personal appearance. Very important. Children faces in particular should be washed regularly and thoroughly. So some of the community health habits that promote hygiene, some of the community health habits, we have some of them are we have water source protection. There's no one way to pass disease, illness than through water source. One single water source can reach thousands of homes. You can imagine a country or a state that depends solely on water board. God forbid that water board, that the water board supplies is to millions of people is contaminated. You can imagine how many millions of people. And water is a very good vector, all right, for disease. It's a very good carrier for the spreading of disease. So one of the responsibility of the community in promoting hygiene is by protecting the water source. Also, the disposal of solid wastes, very important. Waste drainage, all right. Control animal rearing, also very important. So we have that as that. And we'll call it wrap here for today. One more class on this, and we should be done with the course. So I'm going to highlight this. In our next class, we'll take it up from community in health. All right. So I'm going to just highlight this community community in health. Thank you very much, everyone. I believe you have been able to gain something into this class. Please, let's keep our notes up to date and submit them to the appropriate quarters. I look forward to seeing you all in subsequent classes. Do have a wonderful evening and bye for now.